Hey guys, this is Mark Yo here. Welcome back to my channel. The latest Nubia RedMagic 6R. I've been using it for 10 days already. This is Nubia budget offering for the gaming phone segment. Selling from 2199 Ringgit Malaysia or approximately 520 US dollars, the RedMagic 6R packs a powerful Snapdragon 888 that gives gamers smooth user experience. But is it really worth buying? In this video, I'll share you guys the pros and cons of this phone. The first thing I like about the 6R is the build quality and design. The screen is protected with Corning Gorilla Glass 3 and the curved back cover is glass construction also. Sandwiched in between the glass is aluminum frame. With 186 gram weight and 7.8mm thickness, holding this phone in the hands feels premium but also comfortable due to the lightweight. The design of the back is actually a toned down version if compared to most gaming phones in the market now, but still look very stylish to me. Next is the 6.67-inch AMOLED screen of this phone. The colors are vibrant and the brightness can go up to 770 nits. And the bezels around the screen, especially the chin here, also quite minimized, making full use of the screen real estate. The screen supports 60, 90, 120 and the highest 144Hz refresh rate, making the UI much more smoother during scrolling. However, there's no apps in this phone can fully utilize the refresh rate. Some of the apps I use still at 60Hz. The most the apps can go is only 90Hz, not even 120Hz. So I think you guys should take note. Since this is a gaming phone, the 6R packs Snapdragon 888 SoC that gives you one of the great experience during gaming. It has a 360Hz touch stamping rate on the screen, and it has vapor chamber liquid cooling tech that Nubia claims able to reduce core CPU temperature, so you can throw whatever game at it and it will play them smoothly. I love that Nubia Game Space has a built-in Fps Meter. And from here, you can also customize your shoulder trigger. Left and right here, that supports 400Hz of touch sampling rate, which is very responsive for you PUBG shooting games. This phone can play PUBG at smooth and 90 FPS setting, HDR Extreme, and even Ultra HD. It can also play Genshin Impact at 60 FPS smoothly. However, when playing Genshin, the phone temperature rises up very quickly in less than 10 minutes. I experienced some minor frame drop during my 30 minutes gameplay, and the heat produced at the left and right here can be a bit unbearable to my hands. Probably you guys need to put on case or cooling fan when playing Genshin Impact to avoid your hands feeling hot. The 6R has a quad camera setup, 64 megapixel main shooter, 8 megapixel ultra wide, 5 megapixel macro lens and 2 megapixel depth sensor. Daylight shots for the main shooter and ultra wide is good and clear. If you can see here at the normal photo mode, you can only access 1x, 3x, 5x and 10x. There's no option for ultra wide. You can only access it via the Pro mode for ultra wide, which is a bit odd to me. The macro shot is okay, not the best that I've seen but still can get things done. As for night mode, it's only available on the main shooter, which I think is really nice. Unfortunately, there's no night mode for the ultra-wide lens, and the rear camera can shoot 8K video at 30 fps. One thing that impressed me is that there's a video stabilizer for 4K at 60 fps and 1080p at 60 fps, which do a good job. So you guys can check it out, the video samples now. This phone has a slightly smaller battery at 4200 mAh. With my day-to-day use without gaming, the 6R can last around 6 hours plus of screen on time, which is okay considering the battery is a bit at a smaller size. One day of phone usage is definitely not an issue. However, the standby time is not great. If you leave the phone overnight for 9 hours with phone data connection on, battery will drop around 10 to 12% for sure. Gaming on this phone is also draining a lot of battery. The maximum I can go with a full charge gaming is 4 hours screen on time. 20 minutes of Genshin Impact will drain around 14%, and 20 minutes of PUBG will drain around 8% of the battery. Fortunately, the inbox 30-watt fast charger can top up the battery from 0 to 100% in 1 hour. And there's a charging separation here at the game space. So once you turn it on, okay, it will only power up the phone, but not the battery, to keep the phone as cool as possible. So I think that is a very nice feature. The 6R has only one single stereo bottom firing speaker here, and the output is average. And most of the time I need to bump up the volume to at least 70% during gaming or listening to songs to get the right amount of sound output. And if you listen to news or just video of people talking, you have to bump up to 80 to 90% of volume. So perhaps a headphone or earbuds would be a much better choice when using the phone for media consumption. Lastly, there are things that I want to point out is that for this 6R, I only managed to get 4G connection using my DJ and eSIM card. Although no data connection or Wi-Fi issue during my usage, but I still hope that I can fully utilize the connection speed on 4G+. Of course, this is a 5G phone, but we still don't have 5G yet in Malaysia. This phone is running RedMagic OS version 4.0, which is based on Android 11, but it doesn't feel like it's polished. For example, if you go to recent app, and if you long press, there's not much option, and you can only lock or unlock the app, or just press to have a split screen. And when you are at the home screen, if you long press, there's nothing much. And if you are at the app drawer, if you long press, nothing much also, not much option that you can choose from. And if you want to access the app info, you have to go to setting, app info, and choose the apps that you want to access the app info. So it's a bit inconvenient. As for the very last is software updates. Up until now, I'm still on the main security updates. And up until today, I still don't have any information on the Android OS updates and security updates, which can be provided by Nubia for the next 1 to 2 years down the road. So something to take note, guys. So there you go, guys, my full review of the Nubia RedMagic 6R. For 2199 ringgit Malaysia, you get a good gaming phone with Snapdragon 888, 144Hz AMOLED display, premium build, decent cameras. And if you can get over the absence of dual stereo speakers and average battery life, this is actually a good gaming phone to get for your gaming experience at a more affordable price. So do let me know if you have any questions. Until then, take care and stay safe. Peace, guys.